Have you ever seen a 700 nitro blasted through a shotgun? You will today. It is Scott time, testing the 700 nitro in a shotgun. This is gonna be fun. Let's get some.
Everybody, my name is Scooter, and this is Kentucky Rural Staying Alive Training. And today, I'm going to teach you how to do a weapon disarm. You're like a bad guy, want your shoes, your wallet, or something. First, you need a volunteer. I found this guy here out in the woods. He has
Why wouldn't Scooter be here?
So should be pretty easy disarm. All right, so first I'm going to give him the training weapon. Here you go. And he's going to point it at me like he wants my wallet or something. And now I'm just going to grab it. Just to warm up. Okay, here we go. Now I'm just going to grab it. You're not supposed to go that fast. You're making me look bad. So now I'm just going to grab the gun. And then from here, you twist, and he should just fall. You're supposed to fall down now.
Maybe his dad
Cortana? Fall down. And now you have the weapon, and it is just that simple. Thank you so much for watching Scooter's Kentucky Staying Alive.
With a steel chair!
Boy, that escalated quickly.
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching
Hi,
Kentucky
Scott.
Ballistics. We're back out on the range, and today we're going to do a little bit of an experiment. I've seen some people shoot 50 BMG out of a 12-gauge shotgun. Well, that got me thinking. I wonder if we can shoot 700 Nitro Express, a 1,000 grain round out of a shotgun. Tried to fit this in a 12-gauge. Didn't work out very well, but it fits perfectly in a 10-gauge shotgun. This is a partner single shot 10-gauge shotgun, and as you can see, it fits perfectly inside there.
Wow.
So today, we're gonna set this thing up on a lead sled, load it up with a 700 Nitro Express, and then we're gonna pull a string from a safe distance and see what happens. But first,
Okay, I'm really curious about this right now. If it fits perfectly in there, there's no reason why it shouldn't fire. That barrel should be able to handle that route. The rifling is not the same. Like, I don't even know if it's a shotgun, so it's obviously we don't have the benefit of a tight rifling system, like in a normal rifle, but I don't think it should explode. Machad's part, that's what he was talking about at the very beginning. That he's seen people fire a 50 BMG through a shotgun, so he wanted to try to do it with the 700 Nitro, but it doesn't fit in 12 gauge, it fits in a 10 gauge. And yeah, accuracy is probably out the fucking window. It's probably gonna wobble like crazy when it leaves the barrel, but it should fire, and it shouldn't explode. Oh, there's no probably, Larock. It's tumbling. 100% it's tumbling.
first, we need to see if this shotgun works properly. So let's go try it out. So we're gonna start out shooting some steel targets, and I'm gonna be using some 3.5 inch 10 gauge 1 3/4 ounce lead slugs. All right, let's start out with that one that's closest.
Yeah.
Boop. Load another one in there.
Oh yeah. Did you hear those impacts? Listen to this again. Holy, the ringing and the sound of the impact on it. Holy shit. Well, yeah, I mean it's a slug. It's a 10 gauge slug. That gonna put a big ass hole in you.
Oh, that one got stuck. Oh.
Did you see that? While he was talking. Watch it. Watch this thing.
Oh, that one got stuck. Oh, knocked it over. Take one more at our red target.
Jesus.
Let's go shoot a few other things.
There we go. Good throw. Then. Oh. Okay,
So next,
I'll
we got
accept.
some nacho cheese, but it's been sitting out here for quite a while. It's probably frozen, so...
Oh my
also no
God.
microwave. All right, just gonna put this in the microwave, shut that. I know maybe some of you are saying I shouldn't be microwaving my nacho cheese, but you know what kind of cheese this is?
Nacho cheese.
The. Oh God. Oh, that was foul looking. Let's see it again.
Cheese.
Oh, it's chunky. Oh,
You know, I feel like
it's
that's probably
Oh, it went through. It actually went through. Look, there's the hole. It actually did full penetration. Through the glass, through the cheese, out the back of the microwave. That's a 10-gauge slug for you.
exactly what would happen if you actually turned on a microwave with a...
Xanax? It's everywhere. It ruptured so much, it literally formed new sides to the microwave. Yeah, look, you can kind of see right there. The expansion was so severe, it forced the can to adapt to the shape of its surroundings. And the can is now square.
giant can of nacho cheese in it. All right, one more test. We're gonna see how the 10 gauge does against a giant can of...
Bloody Angel Michael, thank you for the follow.
All right, one more test. We're gonna see how the 10 gauge does against a giant can of baked beans. All right, we used the slug last time. This time we're gonna use some double-aught buck.
Oh, God. Oh, that is mean.
A lot of times when I hit cans with double-aught buck, not a lot happens, but when you use a 10 gauge, it's still pretty eventful. We busted up that can. So now that we know that the 10 gauge shotgun functions properly, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our experiment. I'll be putting the 10 gauge shotgun in this lead sled. Gonna load it up with the 700 Nitro, tie a string around the trigger, get back at a safe distance, pull the string, and see what happens. So just for reference, this is a 10 gauge shotgun shell. It is a 3.5-inch shell, and this is the 700 Nitro Express. That is a 70 caliber round, and it is a 1,000 grain projectile. What do you think is gonna happen when we load this inside the 10 gauge shotgun? Is it gonna function, or is it gonna blow up? There's only one way to find out. Went ahead and tied my string around my trigger, and I had to put a piece of plastic in here so I've got something a little firmer to pull against because this trigger is really stiff. So now you just pull the hammer back, and when I pull the string, should pull the trigger. Okay, got some weighted lead bags.
Okay.
Last but not least, we're gonna load it.
Thank you, anonymous gifter, for gifting Scott a sub. I do think it's going to function. I want it to function. Let me put it this way. I want it to function. But I feel like it should. I don't think that this thing is going to explode. It's not like it's a super spicy round. And the barrel should be able to handle it. I don't know. But we're going to find out.
Nitro, 1,000 grain soft point. Put that right there. And pull the hammer back.
He sounds like a kid.
And now we evacuate. All right, let's see if this thing fires. Gonna get that tight.
Here we go.
Okie dokie, here we go.
Well, he hasn't shot it. Oh. Oh. That was
I'm not really sure what
unexpected.
just happened. Okay, so it didn't sound like much happened, so we didn't just want to run up on the gun because what if it just explodes? So we got the slow-mo camera and looked at the footage, and it looks like there wasn't enough compression for really much of anything to happen.
Interesting.
Oh, look at that! So our brass
That's
extended
nice.
outward, and I think we had just enough compression for the bullet to just out the end of the barrel.
So the breach was big enough, but the barrel itself was not. Interesting. Yeah. So so the barrel on the 700 Nitro tapers down out after the breach, so you don't get that significant expansion. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, Lou Ravens, that's what I'm saying. It is outside of the breach. Like obviously the breach was big enough for it to fit the round, but then right outside of the breach here, it tapers out to basically keep the shell from expanding like that and keep everything compressed. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like outside of right here, the barrel was too big and it wasn't clamped down tight enough.
Should be somewhere over here. I can't imagine it went far. Okay, so the round actually shot out of that shotgun a little harder than we thought. I thought it just went bloop on the ground. It actually shot it fairly far, and we can't find it. So we're gonna do it again, but this time I'm gonna put this 5-gallon water jug in front of it, and we're gonna see just how much power it has coming out of the 10 gauge. All right, let's go ahead and load up another round.
Ooh, this should be interesting.
Boop.
Boop.
And we will get behind the truck.
Hide. And chat, you could see that in real time. It's anticlimactic, but it's interesting because you could see the bounce in real time. Watch. There's the round.
All right, so nothing again. Okay, well, pretty uneventful again, and no power at all. Didn't even put a dent
Yeah, it did.
in our 5-gallon water jug.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even less lethal. It is flat out non-lethal. So, chat, if you ever see someone throw a 700 Nitro into a 10 gauge and say, I'm gonna blow your head off, you can look at them and just go, ah! Okay.
Let's take a look at the brass again. The brass expanded out again, and we have our bullet here on the table, just completely undamaged. So the conclusion of 700 Nitro and a 10 gauge shotgun, pretty lame. Nothing really happens, and I'm kind of sad about that. So we're gonna do another science experiment. What happens when your 10 gauge shotgun barrel is obstructed? So first, we have to obstruct the barrel. Luckily, it's good and mushy out here. Oh gosh. That is definitely obstructed. Yep, that is.
Okay. Now, honestly, I'm not so sure. Revan, I am not so sure. There was so little power behind that round, there may be just enough gapping in the breech that the barrel doesn't go boom. It may be. I could be wrong, and the thing could literally explode. But I don't know. I mean, we're kind of open for a barrel. Now, no prediction. We just did one.
Pack that down in there. Maybe a little more. Boop.
And we kind of hope for an explosion after the anticlimactic
I feel like it
shots.
needs to be firmer.
Good God!
I think that'll do it. And now we'll get loaded up with a 3.5 inch 10 gauge double aught buck.
Ay,
Close it up.
ay. He's just throwing a 10 gauge at... maybe this is me. I thought for some reason he was throwing another 700 Nitro round in there. And testing it with the barrel obstruction with the 700 Nitro. Maybe I'm just stupid. I didn't realize he was putting a shell into it. Okay, this is a totally different story then. Yeah, okay, so I'm not the only crazy one on Tadashi. Thank you. I was worried I was the only crazy one in chat right now. Okay, good. I feel better about myself. Honestly, with that mud, I think it might just blast the obstruction out of the barrel. It may, or it, I think there's a fair chance it's going to blast the obstruction out. I do. I could be wrong, but I think that...
Pull the hammer back and get out of here.
As okay, comrade, we all share that brain cell here is rent. Cheer 100, cheer 100.
Good, Shadow Sparta, no spoilers.
If this don't do it, I don't know what will. Here we go.
Well, the
All right,
breach
shotgun
clicked open.
Busted open. And, wow, it cleared it.
Yeah.
It cleared it. Cleared all the muds out of there. 10 gauge. Built
Nice.
to last.
Wow. So, who said it was gonna Elmer Fudd? Huh? Who was it that said Elmer Fudd for sure? It worked, didn't it? Well, okay, don't count Cortana if you've already seen it.
Load up another double aught buck 10
Again?
gauge.
See if the first one was a fluke?
Trigger.
Okay.
It's good. Hammer is back. Let's get out of here. Here we go.
I mean, it's in that release. But
I tell you what, 10 gauge shotguns apparently are about as tough as they come. It cleared it all out of there again. Look at that. It's a good thing Elmer Fudd didn't have a 10 gauge, because Bugs Bunny
Yeah.
would totally be missing a thumb. So,
who in chat made the Elmer Fudd joke again? Scott's thinking the same way. And you know why I think it's not? Partly it's wet mud, so it's not like it's very, it's not like it's hurting mud or anything. But I also think that for whatever reason, the breech is unlatching. When it fires, yeah, and Brevin, that's exactly where I was going. The breech unlatches, or gives way or something, and it's popping the release, and that's giving the pressure an escape route. So it doesn't explode the barrel. It has 2 exits, no waiting, and that's what's preventing it from exploding.
so the 10 gauge barrel is actually starting to bulge. When we've got
Oh,
bulging right here about halfway down on the barrel.
oh my,
So now
okay.
I'm wondering if we're getting closer to this barrel just completely giving up. I'm gonna go ahead and give it some more of this.
Okay, so it's not getting away unscathed.
This has went from, well, a 700 Nitro fire and a 10 gauge to a partner 10 gauge torture test. I'm genuinely curious right now to if this barrel is ever going to burst. Let's get out of here. There we go. I think we did it. I think that was it.
No? Oh! Shit, were you able to see that? Were you able to see that? What was my head or or your bubbles obstructing you? Okay, we show it again.
I think we did it. I think that was it.
Fuck! Yeah, it wants the cap.
It's missing the ship. It's still clogged. It's still... Okay, so instead of the gun blowing up, the gun shot everything out this end.
It's shooting it all out the ass end. The project. It should. The shotgun got a little bit turned around. It's a little drunk. Chat. The shotguns had one too many drinks. And he didn't realize that when you shoot, it's supposed to go forward. But he's a little drunk. And so instead, he shot backwards. Because it's had one too many drinks. But it's fine. It'll be fine. That was my interpretation of the drunk shotgun shooting backwards. By mistake.
Let's see if it opens this time.
Oh god, he's going extremes.
For the 20th time.
And you look at where that flash came from. Right here. It burst something. I think that bulge he was talking about cracked. Because you can kind of see the bulge right in here. Right there. That bulge finally cracked.
That sounded louder than last time. Maybe we blew it up this time. Okay. Looks like we finally did it. We split the shotgun. It starts right here.
There it is.
And goes
wow.
all the way up the shotgun.
Holy shit.
Still clogged. Oh. Oh dear. Well, you know what we gotta do? We gotta pull the trigger again on it now. I'm just glad we finally got something to happen. I mean, good lord. This thing's built like a tank.
Look. Wait. You have a giant seam running the length of the barrel. All the gas is gonna escape right out of this seam. You're not gonna, unless you're not gonna blow the barrel up this way. Fuck it, yes, that's it.
Not gonna put the bag on it this time. Let's get back.
Yes. Well, widen the split.
Oh my god.
That did it.
Wow, okay. We got it to burst that time. So I split.
And hang on.
Wow, okay.
I think is that a break in the seam on the opposite side too? Is that, am I seeing a break right there as well? Oh yeah, these are the pellets right here. The pellets never cleared the clog. So they got stopped. Holy shit.
We got it to burst that time. So our split starts here and it got really big this time. I promise this is the last time. I'm gonna do it one more time. So I just can't help myself.
He wants the flower. There's the flower. There's the Elmer Fudd kind of flower.
This gun is completely done now.
Let's be honest, it took 4 shots clogged with dirt and Scott engineering a total failure to split that gun. Built to last.
Yeah? Tornado? Absolutely right. He deliberately tried to make this fail multiple times. And it took effort to make it to fail, that is a testament to the quality of the manufacturing of this shotgun. I don't know what brand it is. I don't remember if he mentioned it, but yeah, it is built to last.
Completely busted.
I don't think he mentioned
All right,
it.
so this is what I wish would have happened with the first pull of the 700 Nitro. This is what I was really hoping for. But now I know that a 10 gauge partner single shot shotgun
Partner.
is extremely tough. Well, today's video didn't go
So there you go. Partner. That's the brand of shotgun, and I'm guessing all of you guys are on their website right now looking them up.
exactly as planned, but it still ended in a pretty spectacular fashion. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed to Kentucky Ballistics, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure and check me out on Kentucky Customs, Kentucky Ballistics Shorts, Patreon, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All those can be found in the description down below or on my website, KentuckyBallistics.com. And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics, and I'll see you next time.
That was okay. Unexpected. That was very unexpected, but awesome to see in the end. And you know what? It was very impressive seeing how well that shotgun handled the abuse.